Have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes. Return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Up to the 20. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
More the motion man right. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Throwing Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No receivers open, so Rue's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Running left is Walker. There he goes, left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And I think the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. There he goes, right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 11. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They get him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A gear for Walker running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Trap 60, trap 60. 65 trap, 65 trap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. 2nd and 5. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Walker. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll look to throw here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw left a little too far, brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 9. Now Minshew. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. It'll be Minshew again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Singletary again. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. 2nd and 5. Here's Minshew. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, unfortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing...
That stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Jones now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 32 on the play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
His struggles continue. Open targets that he keeps missing, pressing way too much. He may have a continue to struggle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Cummins, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This could be the turning point.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now a 2nd and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. the middle. Here's Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Walker. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last one, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and run for it. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a 1st down. Give him credit for that.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Cummins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Boye Mafe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from the inbound time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ground security. Don't turn it over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Get up.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he stopped immediately there. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the victory here for Seattle. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles...